I'm Lord Runes, and I lost my max cape. Well, actually, it was taken from me. Because RuneScape has a new skill. Sailing. I want my max cape back, but I also want to get as many new collection logs as I can along the way. The max cape is one of the most useful items in the entire game, and it's also hurt my odds of ever obtaining Tingle Dick. But we won't get into that right now. Last episode, I did all of the new quests, sailed to Chinchampa Island for the salvaging station schematic, I unlocked the first Barracuda trial, I completed all of the timed trials, and hit level 50, which unlocked the sloop, which is the biggest ship that you can own. I need to upgrade my new ship, and my next goal is to get to level 53 for a new training method, as well as a juicy boat upgrade. So I need to upgrade my ship, and I need to make some kill parts. I'm going to make use of the Smith's uniform to make this go faster. The Smith's uniform comes from Giant's Foundry, and with the full set equipped, it makes smithing at an anvil 1 tick faster, which really helps in making all of these kill parts. And that's the steel kill made on the sloop. Steel helm as well. And the teak mast and canvas is going to make our boost last longer too. Really nice. So the ship is upgraded as much as it can be. Now let's look at facilities. A mahogany cargo hold as well to hold more salvage. And I think that's everything. Okay, where do I hire deckhands? If he's not like that, let's get to it. Okay, well that was easy. You just go talk to him. Sick. What other crewmates can I get? I need 55 for 2. Okay, so we got our best guys right now. We'll take this guy and we'll go and start salvaging stuff, I suppose. Quite a few medium clues from these Barracuda salvages. Like, haven't even been here that long and I've got 3 medium clues already. And there is level 51 sailing. Ooh, we got the Sailor's Amulet. The amulet allows the player to teleport to the Pandemonium, Port Roberts, and Deepfin Point. Well, I feel like that's going to be really useful. Let's freaking go, dude. Hell yeah. The cool thing is too is you can keep hopping worlds. Like now that we can't plunder anywhere, it's like it's already been plundered. You just hop worlds and you can start salvaging again. And I'm getting about a steady 15k XP an hour here, so it's a little bit less than the Barracuda trials, but this is way more AFK. There is our boat bottle. So this is a one-time use, but you can basically transfer your boat to another dock. You can store your boat in this bottle and then like let it out at another port, but your cargo must be empty and the bottle is consumed on use. So you can only do it one time. It might be useful in the future. I'm just going to hold on to it until I can actually think of a good use for it. But we got it. That is collection log 1246. Yay! And we hit our goal of 53 sailing. And as I mentioned in the list of goals, we have now unlocked large shipwrecks, which is going to be a better XP per hour method if I want to salvage for collection logs, as well as being able to put a wind catcher on our boat, which is arguably the most useful upgrade you can put on your boat. Especially for Barracuda trials, it's pretty much mandatory. What the wind catcher does is... well, sort of. Let me explain. When you come across an ocean encounter that is a gust of wind, you can trim your sails. Every time this happens, the wind catcher will store a captured wind mote, allowing you to trim your sails for a boost at a specific time. But in order to make a wind catcher, you need to have an item, the captured wind mote. The only way to get a captured wind mote is from the Jubbly Jive Barracuda Shark trial. So that is our next goal, is to get to level 55 sailing so that I can actually do the course and then complete the shark trial and build the wind catcher. Wow, that amulet is really nice. I unlocked the mahogany sails, so we'll build that. And I was looking at the materials to make the wind catcher when I noticed this. Well, that's kind of weird. You can build this at 53, but you can't even get the thing that you need to make it until 55. That doesn't really make sense. Yeah, it says 53. It should say 55 then, because you can't even get this until you're 55. Keep in mind that I did all of this on release, so some things may have changed. I am going to bring my Huntsman kit, and the reason why I'm bringing my Huntsman kit is as part of my prep before the sailing release, I did catch 1,000 Impina boxes, and I don't know if I'm going to use these, but if you're not familiar with what an Impina box is, what it does is it will bank an item for you. I'll have to see if it works, but I haven't tried it yet, but we're going to take it with us and see if that works, see if there's anything that I can salvage that I might want to send back to the bank. Especially if I'm salvaging, that's probably going to be a good idea. Okay, so it would also seem that the large shipwrecks is located just southeast of the Great Conch. Well, technically, just southeast of the Little Pearl, so right here. All right, so from my first inventory here of large salvage, I'm literally already getting like 36k, 37k XP an hour. So this is already more than double what I was just getting a minute ago at the Barracuda salvages. So yeah, this is much, much better XP per hour. I don't know what the Jubbly Jive is. I think it's actually better than this. But we don't unlock that until we're level 55 sailing. So I'm going to be chilling here until we get to 55. And then I'm going to go do my boat upgrades that I can do. And then we'll go hit up Jubbly Jive and see what that's like. But this is already a lot better. 54 sailing, beautiful, 1 to go. Okay. A broken compass. Didn't know that was a thing that you could get from the large salvage. It doesn't show this on the wiki, so I have no idea what this even does. Okay, so it can be handed into Curator Haig Halen for 1 kudo. I guess that's all it does. I mean, hey, it's a new collection log. We'll take the new collection log. Interesting. That doesn't even show on the wiki, so didn't know that was a thing. Yay! There it is, guys. Level 55 sailing. You can now dock your boat at the Isle of Souls, take on the Jubbly Jive Barracuda trial in Backwater, assign 2 crewmates to duties on your boat, and we can recruit Adventurer Ada from the Pandemonium. We can also build the Mithril Helm and Teleport Focus. So that's what we're going to go do. And since we have the Sailor's Amulet, we're going to go ahead and teleport and go turn this in just to clear up some space. Found the strange relic while salvaging. Sure. Antique lamp. Can I use this on sailing yet? No, that's so dumb, dude. All right, we'll put it on agility. 10,000? Good lord. That was a lot. That was way more than what I was expecting. Okay, so wait. 236 out of 243. So there's more things that we need to find. Okay, well, I guess that was it. Yeah, we're still missing, what, 7? 7 kudos now? Alright, Mithril Helm. Alright, now we need to upgrade our skiff. Alright, now let's upgrade the hull. A little bit more health. Not sure we really need anything else. Yeah, I don't think we really need anything else. I think that's pretty much like all that's needed on the skiff. And let's head over to the Ghibli Jive. Without an inoculation station. What the hell is an inoculation station? Okay, so just in case you guys didn't catch that, you have to build the inoculation station at the front of the boat right next to your cargo hold. It has to be in that exact spot. If you look at one of the other spots, it won't show up. So it has to be in that spot. That is important. And it has to be in this faculty spot. If you click one of the other ones, it won't show up. All right, I'm sure this is going to take me a little bit of learning and getting used to here. First time, never done it before.
One eternity later.
Okay. Let's try it. Bullshit. Yeah, that's what I thought, motherfucker. Wait. What do I need to do? One jubbly? Where's the jubbly? Where in the hell is the jubbly? Where's the fucking jubbly? Where's the jubbly, man? Where's the fucking jubbly, bro?
Why are you gay?
I would highly recommend to mark all of your crates and to tag the jubbly and color it, just to make things a lot easier for you to spot it. Cool. First one done. Only took me a couple of tries. Once I got everything marked, it definitely helps having everything marked. So cool. So now we try the second trial, which is the shark. And this is the one that gives us our wind moat. So we definitely want this one. There are 2 jubblies that we have to do now. So that's going to be a little tricky, I think. Level 58 sailing. This shark one is difficult. I've almost got it a couple times, but I'm sure the marlin is going to be really difficult. We need to talk about this. This was clearly a red X click, which I should note, I use a resource pack that makes my clicks into a cross instead of an X. And a red X is like an orangey color instead of red, and my yellow clicks are white instead of yellow, but this is clearly a red X click. Everyone that played and leveled sailing on release remembers how bad the click boxes and hit boxes of crates were, which thankfully Jagex has since fixed this issue, but my god, brother, I would have ripped my hair out if I had any. What the excuse me?
Emotional, damn it!
Please tell me that's it. Please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We beat that by 1 second, bro. Like, no lie, that took like over 3 hours of attempts. Holy Jesus. But here's the thing. With that, we just got the captured wind moat, which means that we can store a boost which is going to help a lot, I think. And we're definitely going to have to use it here. Number 2 is we actually have access to the 6,800 sailing XP drop now. I was only getting 3,000 each time on that last one. Now it's going to go up to 6,800. So that is a huge bonus on how much XP we're going to be getting per hour. Now that we have this, we're going to immediately go put it on our boat. We're going to do that right now. Oh man, that feels good to get that done. Now, I'm curious if this is going to get consumed or not. Most things have not been. So let's see, what can we put here? Is this only for anchor? Wind catcher. Okay. Not consumed. That's great. That means that we can put this on this boat as well as our big boat. So let's do that. So I did this on release and was unaware that the location of each facility mattered. Do not do what I did and place the wind catcher right next to your helm. You're going to want the crystal extractor here later. Jagex just recently put out a new item in the game, the facility bottle, which allows you to move facilities around, but before this, you had to remove it and make it again. Before we get back to Jubbly and attempt to knock out the Marlin trial, let's get rid of this fetid key in the inventory. This chest right here. Cool. What does this look like? Yeah, no thank you. I don't like that. Level 64 sailing. I feel like I'm going to get this one faster than I got the shark one. That shark one was rough, dude. Is that it? Please tell me that's it. Yes, thank you. Let's go, dude. Finally, holy Jesus. It's finally. Okay, that puts us up to 1,250 total collections logged. And we are one lap, not even a lap, away from 67 sailing. Yeah, the next one is unlocked at 72. We also unlocked some other, like, salvaging stuff, I'm pretty sure, at 73. Oh, it's 73. 64 is pirate shipwrecks. Haven't tried them out. This is by far the best XP in the game, like, for my level, though. Like, I don't think anything really comes close. But sick, dude. I am very, very tired right now. I have been awake for, let's see, 38 hours. Yeah, dude, my brain is fried. So my apologies if my voice sounds weird or if I sound tired. It's because I am. But man, thank God we got that over with. Gertob's fabric roll. We'll go put it on the boat here in a little bit. We might actually stay here and just like keep going, to be honest, because this is really good XP. But I'm not stressed anymore. Like if we don't get the time, it doesn't matter. You get the same amount of XP no matter what. So if we don't hit the time now, it doesn't matter. I just cared about that collection log. That was it. Super happy about that, dude. Let's freaking go. Well, crap, I forgot to re-hit record, but that was level 67 sailing. Yay! 68. 69. Funny number, dude. Level 70. And there it is, level 71 sailing. One more level, guys. One more level. If I don't make many mistakes, it'll be about an hour. So one more hour of this, and then we will be able to move on to the next course. Level 72 sailing. So we just now unlocked the new Barracuda Trials course, which is the Gwyneth Glide. Let's go upgrade our boat. And then we're going to head over and See if we can't learn this new Barracuda trial. I'm sure there's going to be a big learning curve just like this one. Right, 1 rope, 4 oak logs, and our Gertob's fabric. I worked for this thing, man. Let's put that on there. Cool. Got a little frog on there. And 67. Camphor hole. Camphor logs. I think these were on that one island. So we need to get some of those. Okay, we can do this right now. 6 bars. Oh, wait. We need camphor planks. Okay, well, we need to go get a lot of camphor logs then. I think probably like 150 is probably enough. Camphor cargo. Again, we need camphor logs. We don't really need anything else, so let's go do that. Let's go get some camphor logs. While I sit here and chop these camphor logs, we need to go over our next goals. We obviously need these logs for all of the new boat upgrades we've unlocked, so more upgrades is first. We also just unlocked the Gwyneth Glide Barracuda trial, so I want to get those 3 trials knocked out, and then I want to see what all we can do now to gain some more collection logs. Lastly is the biggest goal on the list, which is for you to subscribe. I do my best to put out a new video every couple of weeks, and I'd really appreciate it. And smash that like button while you're down there. Thanks. Alright, so we need the adamant helm, adamant keel, and a camphor hole. That gives us more speed and HP. Alright, camphor mast. I think that's pretty much everything that I can do. I don't think there's I don't think any of this other stuff really matters. The wiki doesn't show, it literally has a question mark on requirements for the Gwyneth Glide, but we have the highest level everything that we can get. So I'm hoping that this is probably going to be good enough. Sailed out to the ocean, teleported away, and we're just going to recover our boat here in Gwyneth. Finally, keep your sails trimmed and try not to get lost out there. The portals can be disorienting at first, but I'm sure you'll learn the layout of the course over time. Thanks for the advice. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Perfect timing, too. Exactly 2 minutes on the dot. And sailing level 73 with the huge XP drop. You can now build the crystal extractor. We have now reached a total level of 2350 as well, which means we can now go to the new total level worlds. That's pretty cool, dude. So we need this thing. We need this thing so that way we can build the crystal extractor. With 1 down, 2 more to go. $74 sailing. What do we unlock with that? We can now dock at Waterbirth Island and build a rune salvaging hook. Cool. Surely that's got to be it, right? Surely. $75 sailing and Heart of Ithil unlocked. So we can now build the crystal extractor, and we unlocked the Marlin trial, which this is like the best XP in the game for sailing as far as we know so far. I mean, it's day 3 of release, so as far as we know, this is the best sailing XP in the game. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go build the crystal extractor, and then we're going to come back here, but we're going to go get that first because I think we might need that for this. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so we need some copper nickel to make the crystal extractor. So we're making a small detour to go grab that, but we are going to make a second detour to sail slightly west from Prif to Port Roberts because my Sailor's Amulet has a teleport to Port Roberts, but I can't use it until I've actually discovered it. You have to inspect a sailor's marker in order to unlock the teleport to the location. So let's go unlock that and then start gathering the materials I need to make the crystal extractor. Sailor's mark. Be a fast way to get around the ocean. Yeah, it's right here. So you see this thing right here? This is a sailor's mark. If I inspect it, now I can teleport here with my amulet. Cool. So that is a much faster way to get here to mine nickel. I like the fact that you can mine multiple from one node. That's pretty cool. Should definitely go get my Baroque plate body and superior mining gloves though. I think I'm gonna do that. It'll make this go a little faster. All right, so we got all of our copper nickel. Let's see if we can even go in here. All right, so we need to chop some ironwood. There are 3 different utilities available on Sunbleak: a water pump, a cooking pot, and the bank chest. I'm really only interested in the bank chest. It calls for a magic stone, so we'll go grab one from the stonemason in Keldegrim the next time that we go to the mainland so that we can build it. The only way to gather ironwood other than woodcutting these on Sunbleak is to grow it yourself through farming hardwood patches. There are 3 ironwood trees located on the Isle of Serpents too, but that island is inaccessible currently. So having a bank chest on Sunbleak is going to be nice to have. I've never used a sawmill voucher before, but apparently you get like an extra log or an extra plank per log. Nice. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That doubles how many that we have, so that's really good. We needed a magic stone for the bank chest on Sunbleak, as well as making the crystal extractor. So I think buying 15 of these will be enough for anything we come across. Like I explained earlier, this is day 3 of release, and there was very little information on where you should put your facilities and what facilities you should even have. I can tell you from experience, do not do what I did. The wiki is pretty clear now, and Jagex also added that facility bottle I spoke about earlier into the game in case you make this exact same mistake. But that wasn't a thing whenever I was doing this grind. You want the crystal extractor to be right next to the helm. Where my windcatcher is, that's where you want the crystal extractor to go. I ended up having to replace this later once I realized the use of the crystal extractor, and you can use it while being active on the helm at the same time. I did not know that whenever I did this. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I get lost on this course, on the Marlin one. The course is so long, and there's so many different teleports. This one's really confusing. But there is sailing level 76. We can now dock at Lunar Isle and Buccaneers Haven. And there is level 77 sailing. Still haven't gotten this damn time, dude. And there's level 78 sailing. What do we unlock with this? Anything? You can now own 4 different boats and build an eternal brazier. Thank you, please.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Oh my god, no. Fuck my life, dude. 1 second. Rip, man. 80 sailing. We can now dock at Weiss, and we can salvage Fremennik shipwrecks. We can also build a rune cannon and an ironwood cargo hold. That's a big level. We got a lot of stuff with that one. Okay, so new plan here. We are currently level 80 sailing. We're only 20, almost 28k XP away from 81. That should only be 2 more runs of this. And then we're going to take a slight detour because at 81 sailing, I can use a Whirlpool Surprise brew to give me a +2 sailing boost. And that will allow me to upgrade my mast. And if I upgrade my mast, I get 3 second longer duration on my speed boost. That might help me get the Marlin trial here. So a couple more runs, and then we will go get the boost and upgrade the mast. There it is. Level 81 sailing. So now that we're 81, we're going to go do those things and then we'll come back here. Let's go knock them out. So we have everything that we need to make this, but it says we need 83 sailing. So if we turn on this, if we drink our Whirlpool Surprise, it gives us 84. So it's a +3 boost. Okay, so I just found this out. So apparently I built my crystal extractor one tile away from my helm. So if I want to harvest a crystal from the crystal extractor, it forces my character to get off of the helm to do so, which stops my skiff from moving. -3 mil, dude. Imagine if you were an Iron Man, bro. So anyway, we are going to go and dig up this small key that's on the Onyx Crest Island, which is just southwest of the Great Conch. And what this key does, it's going to allow us to get the law schematic for the Gale Catcher facility. That is going to allow us to store 3 wind motes. And whenever I swap my crystal extractor and my wind mote catcher or the Gale Catcher, that means that I can just extract a crystal shard from there, get another wind mote whenever I want to. On top of that, I can have 3 wind motes instead of 2. So all of these things are going to really help with the trial. I mean, I've been doing it on expert mode this whole time, not even realizing that these other things were available. So we're going to go get those now. Okay, cool. It's right here. So a small key. So now that we have the key, we need to go to Angler's Retreat. Okay, so it must be this lockbox. Cool. Gale Catcher schematic. Let's read it. And we need 5 swift albatross feathers. The only way to get them is by killing albatross, and the drop rate for them is 1 in 100. Fortunately, we are a main. We can just buy them. They're going for a good 2.5 mil each, I think. Let's do it. Sweet. We got all 5 of our feathers. So let's get the rest of the stuff that we need. And we want to completely remove this. And we want to build the crystal extractor right here next to the helm. Let me double check. Yep, right here next to the helm. That's what we want. The Gale Catcher. All right, sick. So now that we have the Gale Catcher and now that we have the crystal extractor in the correct place, that is going to help a lot. We need to test this too. So we can hold 3. So that's what the Gale Catcher does. We can hold 3. But let's see if we can harvest the crystal extractor while we're manning the boat. Because last time, since when I had it over here, it wouldn't let me. It took me off of the helm to go extract it. And obviously that doesn't work. So, all right. So let's see if this actually works. Okay, so that takes a little while to actually harvest it. So you do it in between portals is what I think you do. But it's just storing 3 wind motes is going to be pretty big too, and then it automatically uses the next one. So yeah, this should be pretty big. Now let's give this a go again. Yay! Level 82 sailing. Well, there's 83 sailing. Man, my brain is just mush. I am cooked. Thank God it's over. Thank God. Holy shit. That took long enough, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so freaking happy right now. We did it. After many hours, we have done it. Let's go, dude. Holy shit, my brain is fried right now, guys. Like, I can't even begin to describe to you. I've I am working on like no sleep, and this is day 4 now. It's 6 o'clock in the morning on day 4. I am going on very, very little sleep. But we finally done it. We have done it. Let's go, dudes. Yeah. Gwyneth's fabric roll has been obtained. That puts us up to 1,254 collection logs. But for now, I think we're gonna go test out some salvaging stuff because we haven't really done a whole lot of that. God, so freaking happy about that, dude. We're getting out of here. We're gonna go upgrade our big ship and we're gonna take it out for a spin.